can I do for you?
Tell me about the Hall of Heroes.
This central area is called the Hall of Heroes, and it's where I've designed display space for relics of a powerful magic nature and/or historical significance. I've done a great deal of research about the artifacts of Tamriel at large, and created displays for a variety of relics should you happen upon them in your travels. Like I mentioned, it seems many unlikely relics are gravitating here, and you may happen across them.
Why do you think magical relics are coming here?
Well, the most obvious reason for many relics to be appearing here in Skyrim is of course the refugees from Morrowind, coming here by way of Solstheim. After the Red Mountain erupted in the 4th Era Year 5, called the Red Year, most of Vardenfell was evacuated, and the relics from the Museum of Mournhold were lost, hidden, looted, and more.
Beyond that, I have observed that throughout history, a variety of prominent artifacts have always seemed to be the key players during times of great change, when great heroes would arise to overcome terrible events and rise to greatness in fulfillment of prophecy or destiny. The coming of the Nerevarine and the Eternal Champion are perfect examples of this.
See you around.
Oh, you're here.
What's next?
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find a spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people.
Where should I put up displays?
Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place any artifact of magical or historical nature. The Daedra Gallery, of course, is where anything related to the Daedra should go, and the Hall of Lost Empires is where you should display any and all items of Dwemer or Falmer nature. The armories you can display as you see fit. Lastly, the Gallery of Natural Science. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora.
Anything new for me?
Oh yes, I have in fact been researching the location of an artifact of interest. If you have the time, you could investigate it. I'll mark the location on your map. Let me know if you uncover anything.
See you around.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Riften.
Climb and back and we'll be off. I might have to stop and get myself a pint at Blackbriar Mead while I'm in Riften. Almost worth the trip all by itself.
People of Riften, heed my words.
Come, have a drink with us.
It is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant
If
inebriation.
you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Come
Put
back
down your
and see us
flags
again.
With your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the handmaid.
Have a drink with us.
No, we talked about
Come,
this.
have a drink with us.
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Maramon. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
Come, have a drink with us.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
If you've got the coin, you've come to
Note. Welcome to the Bee and Barb, milady. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
How did you meet Kirava?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
I could find those for you.
I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you.
Can you tell me about the wedding ring?
Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. 1 for the husband, 1 for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives.
What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both?
You mentioned you served special drinks?
3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lass?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
How could you possibly know that?
It's all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway.
What do you mean?
Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called him on it. That's what I'm talking about.
You seem to be well acquainted with wealth.
Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste?
What do you have in mind?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
What do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Why plant the ring on Branchet?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it.
How am I supposed to do all of this?
Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branchet and leave it behind.
Why are we doing this to Branchet?
We've been contracted to make sure Branchet remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there too.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
What sort of message?
Well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
Sounds easy enough.
You're a smart woman. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time.
Why is Sibby in jail?
No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No god would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission.
Why don't you go tell Sibby yourself?
I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town. I'll meet you outside of town.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right? My husband Bercy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Yes.
Hello.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
Another time, perhaps.
If you change your mind, seek me out here. Why hire a common soldier to protect you when you can have a master of the arcane? Why settle for just stabbing your foes when you can roast them alive in a gout of arcane fire?
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
What's the word around town?
If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends?
What's the word around town?
Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town.
What's the word around town?
Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her.
What's the word around town?
The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside.
What's the word around town?
If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet.
What's the word around town?
Crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves Guild. Don't we have enough problems with the war going on?
I'm looking for work. Got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Where can I learn more about magic?
Head north to Winterhold. There's a college there. They teach magic. Most Nords don't care for them. Else you could go see the Jarl's wizard. Might be able to help you. Come back and see us again.
Rare trinkets and the
Buy some
finest
armor
oddities
and
from
live to tell
Morrowind.
about it.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands on. Let's see. There's a new museum opening.
Okay, lass. Ready to make some coin?
I'm ready. Let's get this started.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of. Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. This way, everyone. Over here.
Come on, Brignon. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence. And it turned out to be crushed nirn root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Valma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents
The
are
problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice.
everlasting life, or perhaps limitless
You caught me.
power
I'll
could
pay
be
off my
yours.
bounty.
How much does it cost?
Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying, then you're free to go. Good day.
20 coins? No one has that much.
Who knows what powers the elixir will unlock?
What if he's right? Maybe I'll buy one.
He has to be lying.
Wield powerful magic incantations.
I can't afford to get one. But can I afford not to?
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only.
As crisp as a
Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
He gives other merchants a bad name.
Grow back that missing limb.
What if he's right? Maybe I'll buy one.
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
Damn. I knew I shouldn't have waited.
fresh meats and produce.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
What's been going on?
My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
I can handle it.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you really got what it takes.
Jewelry, legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Clean and free from rock joints.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Tell about it.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Alright, Grand Shake. Turn out your pockets. You know you have.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Dragonborn.
What are you talking about? Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now. I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life. You can walk with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Very well.
I don't know, Drop. They skin us alive.
There's someone there.
Doing this. What was that?
Prepare to die.
Anybody there?
I'll kill you if I have to. You won't get the best of me.
Is someone there?
I'll kill you if I have to.
Teach you to mess with me.
Someone there?
What was that? You're dead.
distinctly heard that town you Cabbage say was a full ship of furs.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
He said first, not first. Is it damn
So, what do you think, my dear? Could a beautiful woman like you ever see yourself with an old codger like me?
Absolutely.
Oh, really? Well then.
Well, colour me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you
Now
again.
get out of my way. Getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Deadbeats? What'd they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Who are they?
Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
How did you want me to handle it?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed.
But I may not
Bad
buy.
for business.
Why don't you just formally join up?
Consider it done.
Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Well, thanks for the compliment, Delvin.
Any
I may
help
just
with
take you
Bersi?
up on that one day.
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude.
Any tips about Kirava?
Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
What's Helga's story?
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella, and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave.
I'll tell Brynjolf.
I'll be here when you're done.
Putting together another shipment from Morrow. Special.
Well, if some moon sugar should fall into your lap.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf.
I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay.
What are you talking about?
I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face?
Well, everyone's wrong. Now why don't you just shut up about it?
I'll have to think about it.
Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
I have not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art from the masters of the art of flesh sculpture. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and Cloudrest. I walked with the hollow-faced men of Notahogra for 3 years. I count the nobility of both the Empire and the Dominion among my clients. And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to a wanderer in the sewers of this backwater of the world. Until next time.
Absolutely.
Oh, really? Well then, how can we make that happen?
When you're in your grave, and I'm standing over it. Now get out of my way.
Why can't you just set
like things the way they are.
Come on, Tom. Marry me. Let me take care of you.
I can take care of myself. Protect yourself, right? Buy armor from
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
You walk the market. We'll hear the rumors. What have you heard about these dragons?
I heard a traveler say that Helgen was destroyed by one of those creatures.
What do you want?
You've been in Riften for quite some time now, Lady Mew.
You might want to talk some sense into Kirava.
Riften has problems of its own.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Then help me convince her to pay.
Skyrim for me to depart.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
Are you ready to pay Brynjolf what you owe?
No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn.
Maybe I should visit that farm in Morrowind.
How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
Then pay up and I'll forget about it.
Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Tell me about Riften's Thieves Guild.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
I agree completely.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious.
Tell me about the Blackbriar family.
Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail.
Who else is in the family?
Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
You're not from Riften?
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between.
Why are you here then?
Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust.
What happened to your blade, Grimsever?
It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement.
I could find it for you.
I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand, but I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Mesinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life.
You're Riften's protector?
It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Erin, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago.
How did Erin save your life?
It was Erin who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
What happened to you in Mesinchaleft?
I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Please be careful. I don't wish to be the reason for your death.
Help out an old man here with some coin, would you?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
Be careful.
Stop!
Oh my word.
So, can I interest you in anything today?
I have a message from Brynjolf.
What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message?
I think you know what it is.
You're gouging me for what little coin I make, and you can't even protect yourselves? Ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I can't believe you're doing this. Stop!
Oh my word.
No! That urn was priceless.
That was from Brynjolf. Get the message?
I can't believe you did that. You people are monsters! You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves! Take your coin, and tell Brynjolf to leave us alone.
Watch what you're doing.
Huh? What do you want?
You work at the stables?
Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
What kind of trouble are you in?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do.
Tell me the details.
I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
I'll help you pay off your debt.
You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty. Fujita, you really need to stop using that scoop. It's very bad.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me.
I can't, Volendor. It won't let me go. It's taking over my life.
So, should I drop this statue down a well?
Not Lady Dibella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Naluva, you promised me you'd pay me back yesterday. So what's the story?
Just give me a few more days, and I promise I'll come up with it.
If you'd stop wasting your coin on that skooma, you'd have enough gold to live on.
Sorry, Tithys. I'll get it to you somehow.
Are you feeling... Working at the Riften Fishery is tough, but it puts...
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften Fishery.
Do you like working at the Riften Fishery?
Oh, it's not so terrible.
Bully is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but in Darin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery.
You might lose your job?
My job at the Riften Fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life.
Sure, here you are.
Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something more than just fit in around here.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well. True?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Putting together another shipment from Morrowind, Vehicle. Looking for anything special?
Well, if some moon sugar should fall into your lap.
Maybe. That stuff's getting tough to bring across the border with all the Argonian patrols.
Well, if it turns up, I'll be willing to buy.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, I understand.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let her prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lass. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me.
So how do I get my cut of the spoils?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Who cares? We're the Thieves Guild.
That's not how things work around here. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive. But if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
I need more details about Golden Glow.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries? Not Riften guards?
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go.
How do I destroy the beehives?
They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke.
Why not level the entire estate?
I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits.
Maven Blackbriar is the influential client?
We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arengoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arengoth and bring in a huge payout.
So, how dangerous is it to cross her?
Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
He found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes.
Do you know what they mean?
No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means.
Maybe you aren't meant to know.
Perhaps. They could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything.
So who gave you the name?
Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so.
I'll keep an eye out for anything.
Are you feeling sick?
Careful.
This should be good. Get him. Kill him. A fight. You can't.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Solitude.
Climb and back and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere. Are you feeling sick?
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
How do you? The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
You're in debt to Ernskar?
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Oh, you're here. Ah, splendid. Nice find, my friend. Here's a little something for your efforts. I'll go ahead and display it. How can I...